She gets in the pool, and 2 seconds later, I hear the da-da-da, and it's the, Sienna is drowning. Hi everyone, it's Ketchy, aka OBiGem. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, also the notification bell to be notified of all future videos. And if you like what you see, please do hit the like button so I know to keep making content like this. So we are back with another episode of Not So Berry. In this episode, we were meant to be celebrating little Sienna's birthday. She's aging up from a toddler to a child, but I have some slightly bad news. So if you guys remember a couple weeks back, I think at this point it would be like a week or two since I posted the episode, but I posted an episode of Not So Berry, but it was Growing Up Genki, and hopefully you guys who watch my Not So Berry also watch my Growing Up Genki series too. If not, I mentioned in that video that while recording this episode, I had bit my tongue, and I mentioned it in that episode because I was recovering in that Growing Up Genki episode. I recovered, and when I recorded this episode of Not So Berry, I was suffering with it, but unfortunately, the actual footage of me recording that birthday party is completely lost. So what happened was I had attempted to record it before I had to go do an appointment because we are moving and we had to tour this townhouse. So I tried to record it before the townhouse tour, didn't make it. I stopped recording, went to go do the tour, and then came back and reshot the episode. And it went a little bit smoother because I was like in such pain. But when I came back from the tour, it was slightly less painful, but I was able to get through it nonetheless and record the episode. Problem is, when I got back to record it, I never actually apparently hit the record button. So I have all the audio from the episode I recorded and none of the footage. So I'm so frustrated and annoyed. I do have some footage, but it's footage from my initial attempt, and in that attempt it was like none of the birthday party scenes are in there. There's scenes of them preparing for the party, like right here is a still shot from the episode. I'm just using whatever footage I have right now so I have something to talk over, but eventually it's going to hit a point where we don't have anything. So there's some footage I have of Nora making the cake for the party and making some food for the party and of them getting to the venue, but no footage of them actually being at the venue or any of the party. So it's so annoying because there was a whole lot of good stuff that happened in that episode, but nonetheless I do want to give you some taste of what Sienna's birthday party was because it's super important. And I show you Regin aging up because that is where we're going to next. But that said and out of the way, I'm just going to kind of summarize what happened since I can't really, have it play out organically and in real time like I did before. But, I explained it, we're past it, we're not going to dwell. So, essentially, before we went and had Sienna's birthday party, Nora did go ahead and get started making a cake, and we made some food for the party. I think we made like faux BLT or something, or at least I tried. What happened was we made the cake, and I don't think we had time to finish making the faux BLT before the party started. I had the party set for 6 p.m. I had it set for 5. I wanted to set it for 6 p.m. but on the day of her birthday there was a talent showcase, and talent showcases count as events. And if you guys don't know, if you have an event on the calendar that's taking place, no other event can take place during that same time unless you cancel the event. And I don't know how to cancel, I don't know if you can cancel talent showcases, so I just kind of had to work around it and scheduled it for 5 instead of 6. I wish we could have had the 6 o'clock time slot because then that probably would have given us enough time to finish making the food, but we're past that. So we made the food, I got them ready and went to the venue, and the venue that we did, I will probably leave the details for it because the little park is actually super cute. It's like a little toddler park. I mean, I say it's a toddler park just because it has toddler items, but it's really more like all ages because there are items in the park for children and toddlers. But the cute thing about it is it's so perfect for if you have children and toddler Sims in your household because they can do things together, but there's stuff for everybody. There's like a cafe there. There's a little movie part in the park. There's like little tree houses. I think when I tried to have them use them though, the little tree house parts weren't functional. Like they couldn't get up and get into them where like the bookcases were so you could read your toddler a story, which was unfortunate because I think one of the birthday tasks was to read to a toddler and I couldn't even access the book, so it was kind of annoying. But other than that, it was a super cute venue. We went ahead and got everything started, but the crazy thing, because there was some drama that happened at the party. So as you guys know at this point, we invited all the usual suspects as far as Glade and Nora's friends. We invited Ava and her son. They came back in from out of town. And we also actually invited Travis Scott too. So I don't think that Glade talked to Travis while at the party, but you know, he extended the invite to Travis because, you know, Ava and him are trying to have a go at being a family together. So he invited them as a whole family for Sienna's birthday party. He invited his best friend Aiden, he invited Ava's sister Kira, and he invited Aaliyah and Knox and Frederick, and I think that's it. I think that's all of our main crew that we always are inviting to our parties. Robin at this point is still an infant, so he didn't come to the party. He was at daycare, so that was that. But I did remember to bring the cake, and I say I remember to bring it because I always do a thing where if I don't have the birthday party at the house and I make a cake beforehand, I'll always forget to bring the cake. So I did put the cake in Nora's inventory for the party. So she made a delicious looking cherry cake. I wanted it to be red themed, so that's why I went with the cherry cake. So it was super cute. And before the night got to, before I get to the cake part, I did have Glade kind of catch up with Frederick and Aiden. So he noticed that Frederick was looking a little bit sad at the party. And so he's like, what's going on, Frederick? And Frederick's like, you know, all of these families here at the party, and, you know, you celebrating your daughter's birthday party is making me feel like I am behind in life because I'm still single and I'm not with anybody. So, you know, Glade's all like, look, you know, don't worry about it, dude. You'll find your family and, you know, all that stuff will come in due time. You don't want to rush these things. You know, once you become a family man, everything kind of just goes at like warp speed and you don't have time for anything else with your family. It kind of consumes your life, so, you know, enjoy being single. And Aiden kind of just, you know, backed Glade up and said, dude, you don't want to be a family person. Like, you want to, like, who wants that? Like, it's great being single. Like, I am going to enjoy the single life for as long as I can. It's because just look at Glade, he's always blowing us off and never having time to spend time with us. So, you know, like, you should enjoy being single. Being single is great. Which is, like, the funny thing about Aiden, because before that even happened, as soon as we got to the park with the fam and everything, Aiden actually went, he went straight to the back of the park area, and him and Kira hooked up in one of the playhouses. So he really is living that single life and just getting it on with whoever. But I mean, I say that, but in my mind, him and Kira might be hooking up sometimes in the background because, like you guys remember from the previous episode, Aiden and Frederick's apartment is right next door to Abe and Kira's apartment. So, you know, with Kira being the only person in the apartment now that Ava's in Willow Creek, who knows, maybe they're hooking up all the time. I don't judge. So, all of that happened. Sienna had a great time. I invited a couple of toddlers just in the neighborhood that we didn't necessarily know, just so she had people her own age there to hang out with. So she played a little bit with them. I think she even gave one of them a hug. I don't have a picture of that, I'm sorry. I'm using the screenshots I have from it, and you guys are lucky I have any. The only reason, well, I mean, I'll get to the reason why I have the ones I have, but she blew out her candles, she aged up, and even before I did her makeover, I think she looked pretty cute. And honestly, I know you guys, I said when she aged up to a toddler that she looks to be like a spitting image of Glade, but when she ages up into a child, you can really see that she is a spitting image of Glade. Like, I honestly think that she is her father's daughter more than she's her mother's daughter. Which, you know, I'm okay with. I think Glade's cute. I just think it's funny how he kind of like for the air, we have like a mini me of Glade for our red gen, so that's cute. But with all that said, we kind of wrapped up the party when I thought I ended the recording, which there's no recording. There's no recording, but after I finished the recording, I was wrapping up the party, and little Sienna, after she aged up, was just so tired, but she decided she wanted to swim in the pool, because in this park there's a pool too. She gets in the pool, and 2 seconds later I hear the da-da-dun, and it's the, Sienna is drowning, and I'm like, what in the world? So technically Red Gen died that night. Red Gen died that night, but I'm like, no, we can't do this. So I didn't save, and I went back into the game, and I played Sienna's party all over again. So I know you guys are probably thinking in your minds, why did you play the whole party again? Why didn't you have MCC installed? Why didn't you just revive her? And I will tell you why. Because I am very stupid, and I didn't think to do that. So I ended up just not saving, and I went back in and I played her party over again. So you might notice some of these screenshots don't line up, and that's because some of the screenshots I took were from when I thought I was recording her party, and the rest of the screenshots are when I did the party over again. And I took more screenshots the second time because I'm like, well shoot, if I'm doing this whole party over again, I might as well take more pictures. I actually, the second time around, had Sienna, Nora, and Glade do like a little like family photo shoot for her birthday party. So now they have birthday party pictures that they didn't have before. So I mean, that's the silver lining, that I have more pictures now, and those pictures are actually in their house now. But it's just it was a mess. But that was Sienna's party. So this is actually a shorter episode, you guys, because I didn't have any footage and I just kind of had to summarize what happened in the episode. I did want to cover some of the important things that happened in that episode, because some of this stuff is going to have ramifications in the future episodes. Take that for what you'll take it for. I'm kind of interested in, after you guys just heard me say that, what you're thinking I mean by that. So drop your predictions in the comment section down below. I'd be interested to see how, based on what I just gave you from that summary, what you think is going to happen next within Glade's friend circle and all of that. But that is everything. I'm going to keep popping in these screenshots and show you guys screenshots of Sienna's makeover, since we didn't have the episode really to go by, and I think the next episode you'll see like a whole lot of time has passed since Sienna's birthday. So I'm gonna just show you guys what she looked like after the makeover, and you'll see in some of these screenshots there'll be little baby Robin aged up as a toddler, who is actually a spitting image of Nora, which is so funny because Robin is his mother's son and Sienna is her father's daughter look-wise. They both spit out mini-me's of each other that are just opposite gender, so it's just funny to me. But that is it, you guys. Let me know down in the thoughts below what you think is going to happen next in the storyline, and yeah, I think that's it. Stay safe, stay dazzled, and stay safe, stay dazzled, and as always, stay safe, stay healthy, stay dazzled. I will see you in the next one. Bye. I'll never be cool with the cool kids, but look who's laughing.